Hi there, this is Accountant Ken again to our YouTube channel named Accountant Ken. I kindly request you to subscribe, comment, and share this video so that it can be of help even to your friends. And for today, the topic of today is very, very interesting. I also like it. The concern of today is the reasons as to why we should subject our businesses or other companies to auditing. Welcome. Maybe start by first of all defining what is an auditing and why should we subject our companies to auditing, to auditors. May say that auditing refers to the process of evaluating organizations' financial operations, all compliance procedures, and identifying areas of improvement. When we talk of auditing, we talk of subjecting the organization's financial statement to an independent auditor to give an opinion. We say that the auditor's opinion is either a positive opinion or a negative opinion, but may it be positive or may it be negative, you should subject your books of account to independent auditor. What do I mean by independent auditor? This is an auditor who is at no any point have any conflict of interest with the organization, and that's why we say external auditors. Some of us will wonder, why are we saying external auditors? We are saying, or we are referring to external auditors simply because each and every firm should have, it is good for the firm to have the internal auditors to audit or to get well the control system of the organization. So whenever you have an organization, you are running a very strong and stable business, it is good first to have internal auditors, and second, your company should be subjected to external auditors. I know these a term auditor, maybe it's a very new term to some of us, but may I say that auditors are the same. Auditors are just accountants who have mastered the areas of auditing, who can audit the financial statement to ensure credibility or to ensure reliability of this financial statement. When we talk of financial statement, we mean the balance sheet, the income statement, and what we call the cash flow statement. This should be subjected to auditor for examination, to evaluate them, to give the true, to tell us if they reflect the true and fair view of the organization. Much welcome. Now you can, from the explanation I've given, now you know what auditing is and who an auditor is. I've said an auditor is an independent, should be independent, a person or rather expert, or who gives the view or the opinion, which should be so or rather he should be so independent so that the opinion he's giving is not at any point biased. When we talk of the reasons as to why we have auditing, we should understand that we have different audit, and when we talk of different audit, we have the audit that is carried maybe if, after the end of every 6 months, it is called an interim audit, and the audit that is carried maybe after a year, it is called the final audit. And we have different types of audit. We have compliance audit, forensic auditing, and many more other types of an auditing or audit. Again, I've said it's only a certified or a certifying auditor or an auditor who should carry this exercise of auditing. Now, the reason as why we have this class, it's why, by the way, why are audit performed? may say that audits are conducted to assess the financial health and integrity of the organization. We have to assess the financial health of that organization, and we say the process involves a systematic review of the financial records, policies, procedures, and processes. So that is according to the stipulations that are laid down maybe in the general accepting, what we call them the GAHAPs, or the general accepting auditing principles. So we have the internal and the external auditing, as I've said. But now, the main point is why. Why are audit performed? One, we say that one of the main reasons is to ensure that a company financial statement are accurate and reliable. When we talk of financial statement, remember after every financial year, or rather after an AGM, an audit report is presented to the shareholders or to the members, and this statement includes the financial statement, that is the income statement. Remember, I know you know how the income statement is drafted. We have how the funds have been raised, and the funds that we have. We finally have the we have the gross profit subjected to any relevant tax. Maybe if it is a company, a corporate tax of 30%. Now we finally have the net profit that is attributable to the shareholders, or that can be shared among us, their shareholders. Remember, shareholders need this information so that they know the amount of dividend that you should get, or even the probability of them getting higher or lower dividends come next financial year. So we say that this should be we ensure accuracy and reliability of this financial information. When you have a company which is not subjected to any audit, you should know that the reliability is questionable. By conducting an audit, external auditors can verify whether the financial statement accurately represent the company's financial, tax laws, environmental regulations, or other legal requirements. Remember, there are tax laws. We should know that through the audit, we should know if at all the firm have complied very well with the laid down tax laws. And that one importance of subjecting your company to auditing. That is, you'll not at any point find yourself collapsing or colliding with the government or with the tax laws in as much as government is concerned. Point number two, we say that another reason as to why an audit is performed is to assess a company's compliance with the laws and regulations. When we talk of compliance, we have compliance on the quality of the product. That is the issue of the caps. You should ensure that the product that the company is giving is the quality product, and we include whether the company have complied with either the environmental regulations, the regulations maybe that should govern how you interact with the environment, legal requirement, in as much as the legal product are concerned, as also the tax laws. Another reason we say that audit can be used as a tool to identify areas where business may need improvement. When you have your business without an audit, that means you'll not know when this business is failing or when it is doing well, when you need improvement, when you need even to take challenges from the competitors, and what have you. So you should subject your company to internal audit to help the organization evaluate the internal control and processes. When we talk of internal controls, it's at the level of compliance with the set standard or how the organization should be run. So you test the internal controls and you identify areas where they could improve efficiency to reduce risk. Remember, you might be having your company, you are just doing things traditionally. You are not subjecting yourself or your company to the audit, and you maybe finally find yourself even being at risk of even the business collapsing, or even the business being sued or presented before the court of law and found guilty. So you should have time to time audit. We say that some other companies find audit of help to them to build trust amongst investors or potential partners. Remember, we have said that whenever you start a business, that the financiers or the people who maybe finance this business, they need your audit report so that he can see if this is a good company to invest in. So, like myself, when I get even to engage in any company, I must review the financial statement. I must review the auditor's report, the last year's, like 3 years auditor's report, the consistencies, this business and going concern. So another thing, the creditors themselves need the audited financial statement or financial report so that they can be sure that these companies will at all comply with the how they have engaged in as much as the credit or the loans are concerned. And we say that an independent auditor provide assurance that the business has been subjected to rigorous scrutiny, which leads to credibility in its operations. When you talk of rigorous scrutiny, it means that these organizations have been scrutinized very well and it have been confirmed one of the organization that is credible, that can be trusted. Again, remember that when we talk of auditing, it can help you, the organization, it can even help the government, it can help be of help to investors among many people who majorly uses the audited financial report to have their decision made. When we talk of decision, remember it is still through the auditing that we get the materiality of information. When we talk of materiality of information, an information is material if at all it influences the decision making of the users. You yourself as a customer or as a creditor or an investor, you should see and test if the information provided is material, if nothing is violated, if nothing is hidden. And to get all these answers, the organization, the books of account should be subjected to an independent auditing. So that it's all about the auditing. I think you should know how auditing is performed or how audit is performed, and by so doing, you'll get your organization at a very stable position, and you will at no any point find yourself collapsing in as much as you are running or the running of your business is concerned. Thank you for getting yourself engaged to this class. Kindly subscribe, share, and subscribe, share, and comment to this YouTube channel. Let me know the areas of improvement. Let me know the topics that maybe you people need, and I'll be happy to bring more interesting topics to you. Thank you.